All right, this is gonna be a weird little stream. But we'll see if this works.
So yeah, sucks. Let's do civil unions and be done with it.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna step down because there are a lot of other people waiting ahead of me. So I'm gonna sit in that room though. If you want any more time with me, baby, I'll be here.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind, buddy. I love you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Horrible. Dreadful. It won't stop pouring out. The young master
The
is
man, the
deep
myth, the
within
legend.
the
Derry,
match.
back at it again.
Shinobi, please.
Okay,
Go
hopefully no one
save the
pops
young
in
master.
this time, bringing up drama that I don't want to talk about. Okay. So, my question is rhetorical based.
Do I fight this boss or
First
somebody
off, what do
else?
you think of the Zizek?
Hey, I heard you said you were a veteran.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, fuck. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm a vet. Who is that?
Lycan. Just an old stalker
Oh.
friend. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool.
Huh, might as well acquire this while I'm here.
Yeah, so what do you think of
Ascending
the Zizek
card.
versus Jordan Peterson debate?
I didn't watch it. I thought Peterson was a fucking idiot. I watched Peterson's opening and then I cringed and turned it off.
How do you know what you would consider that type of debate?
What do you mean? What I would consider it?
Like the form of it, the structure.
Oh, I don't know.
Um,
Is there a name for it?
I'm gonna try.
You could essentially call it an Aristotle type debate. Where you have a series of points that you address all at once.
Okay.
That's not your style, right?
Maybe not, but
All right. So I've noticed, and I've been paying careful attention to your style of the debates. It feels like you're in between
Wow, that was bad.
Rogerian and Toolman. But I feel like if you could, because you were talking about your rhetoric before, it goes into the, I think if you have the names for the styles, it would like better isolate the data and tackle the problems. So Rogerian is the one where there's like a four-step process. And you state, hey, I understand this problem. And then you follow it up with how valid is the problem in certain circumstances. And then you follow that up with
Oh, I should not
how
have
their
stayed there for that.
position can be improved if they consider your position on the problem. So what that is basically a heuristic approach to what people are thinking.
Oh, I hate that
The
move.
level of people you speak with, I think that's kind of why you fall into that
Stop doing that same move.
style. Because it seems to be another way to like communicate with people that might be hard to reach. You disagree?
not necessarily. I mean, it's the first time you've proven this idea, but okay. Or the first time I've presented with this idea.
No, no.
So, I think what you've been doing, at least up until recently, is like the tooling that's considered, where it's a lot more simply, you have the grounds, then you have a warrant for it, and then you have a claim. Sorry, bonus fucking Lord. Everyone's just trying to be the biggest douchebag on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, so Toolman's basically just, here's the grounds, here's the warrant, here's the claims.
Unseen aid. I'm still getting unseen aid.
The criticism for Rogerian, that's like the newest out of these, is that it can be manipulative and it's hard to use. Those are two hiccups I don't think you have. So I can give you some references for Rogerian, but if you're ever like interested in, hey, how can I really get through to people? You know, I see you struggling sometimes in the way you kind of frame things. If you actually can isolate exactly your approach, it might help a little bit.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay.
That's kind of just speaking about that. And I think the reason why, like, your first visceral reaction to the Zizek versus Gordon Peterson is like, oh, fuck this. I'll wait till one guy's done speaking and then I'll come back. Because that's Aristotle.
Still not really understanding what I'm doing.
Well, no,
I'm just
I
trying to-
didn't mind the format so much. I just thought Peterson was really fucking out of his depth. I think was around the time I heard Peterson say that or that Marx believes that like all proletariats are good and all capitalists are good at all. I was like around then. I was like, this is so stupid.
Well, yeah, that was like his description of a system that you don't support. But
well, that was
well,
that showed like his total misunderstanding, I think, of what like and then like him saying things like Marxism or like the neo-Marxism or post-Marxism is literally like taking Marx and then applying it to things about the class struggle, when literally the central point of Marx is that all of these things is good for the class struggle. Like he basically took like the thing that makes Marxism and then said, well, if we take this thing out, I don't know, it was just real dumb. It seemed real fucking stupid to me. I don't know why the fuck he thought he could do that.
Oh, no. Oh.
Son's analysis of it?
Nope.
Okay. I don't bring that up just random. I bring it up because what he was able to do was analyze his communist lens, how he viewed the
I
debate.
did watch a little bit of this debate that they're referring to.
It wasn't necessarily a commie debate. It didn't come across. And so there was even a point where he said, hey, I understand the points of this.
It was pretty bad.
And I bring that up because there is some substance to being able to look at half an hour of content and actually going through something's head. And being able to analyze.
I don't know what I'm doing with this.
So basically, it's the difference of here's a tweet. Obviously, you can't get too much out of that. Here's 30 minutes that I counted. Responded to, so you get.
Well, yeah, but like Peterson, I don't disagree with the format, but Peterson didn't do this. Like, he didn't give like 30 minutes of like good analysis. Like, he was totally lost. Like, this is like, by his own admission, I think he was saying, "Oh, I read the Communist Manifesto," and that was like his big fucking crap. Like, I don't know why you would bring that up, but like,
yeah. And he said he spent like, I have one day to get my shit together. I'll be fine.
yeah, and this debate was like fucking a year in the making or some shit. Like, he was just rambling hard when he was talking. He seemed nervous as fuck too. I don't know if he realized too. I don't know if he realized like halfway into his rambling that he had no fucking idea what the fuck he was talking about or what. But
which I want to say too, like with that video that's posted, I walk around. I'm walking around right now when I talk, so I'm not nervous or anything.
okay.
But yeah, it's just there's just some merits to it. So I think your visceral reaction to people speaking for a long period of time is kind of like tune out. I don't know if that's like a part of ADHD or whatever, not making assumptions, but there's some merits to it because you can actually like take apart series of context and so you have a better understanding. So there's pros and cons.
Okay.
And the other thing was so you aren't a commie, but the distribution of wealth is something that you see a problem with, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay. Do you know the difference between health span versus lifespan?
Yeah.
Can you
I think health span, when people include like...
Why did I walk into
wait.
this? This is a bad move on my part.
Sorry. I think lifespan is typically seen as like the median ages for death or whatever based on...
No.
Can you find that? And then health span is like how many years of healthy life you have where you're considered like mentally cognizant and like physically capable or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple concept.
Yeah.
I mentioned those two previous things to talk about something else, which is basically the distribution of gene therapy in the future. So, money is already a large disparity in health, but
Oh, no, I should have jumped there.
wealth also indicates
I was way late on that jump.
longer period of living. But with the advent of, even in 2017, there was a $500,000 therapy by Kenya, something like that.
What am I doing?
That was to help with cancer. And that therapy was super expensive, but super useful. It was also even approved by the FDA to actually go into effect.
Okay.
So the question for thought is kind of the logical conclusion of the developing of gene therapies.
No. Oh, I didn't dodge.
There's going to be even a larger disparity between the health of poor and rich. Rich people will have both their health spans and lifespan drastically larger than those of the poor. So the food for thought is what in a situation where we have.
You basically had
social-
another tool to entrench the wealthy more in good society, and then another way to widen the gap from the poor, right?
Right. So I mean that makes the situation just that
Well,
much.
there's
more
step
severe.
one.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I need to get better at, is that whole part of that
I
fight.
don't know. It's just when people talk about communism stuff and this and that and improving society, it's like there's this big missing argument I think right now where people aren't discussing how much of a difference it's going to be when you can afford basically maybe living 50% longer.
Well, I think a
having
lot of people have been
health span.
discussing that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty big point when people bring up like gene therapy. They talk about like, well, this is just going to be another way that poor people get fucked, basically.
Who has this argument? Maybe
I
just-
feel like when I hear people bring it up, I feel like this is always like one of the big points that's brought up. I guess I don't have anything specific I can say. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I mean, the last I listened to was on Sean Carroll's podcast. Episode 9 or some shit. It was a guy that
Thought I'd avoided
wanted
it.
to talk about it, and Sean Carroll brought it up, and the guy didn't even want to talk about it. He was so angry. But yeah, Sean Carroll brought it up as like a thing, like, yeah, this is going to be another way that like could widen the gap between the rich and the poor.
I read a study this year about kind of the xenotransplantation and stuff with mice. That's my field. We're gonna have another PhD in the audience eventually.
Nope.
But yeah, that's about it. Those only two things. TC Brady wanted me to tell you he didn't mean to break the combo, so to unmute him.
Nice.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, I don't know. There we go, TC. I did it for you. So I don't know what you think of that.
Okay.
Anyway, also 30 as of yesterday, so follow boom.
Alright, I love you, buddy. Be careful.
Bye bye.
He clips here
Oh,
next.
I
What's up,
dodged too early.
All right.
That was actually a really good fight.
We're still just a
So I wanted to talk about, I guess to preface this, I came to the U.S. About 13 years ago now, from South Korea,
Okay.
and I was 12 years old, and since then I received DACA, and
Oh, cool.
I got a normal job, and I'm just working like everybody else,
Mhm.
and paying taxes and everything. Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous talking
you're
to
fine.
everybody.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
How did your? That's kind of rare, right? That Koreans come over illegally. How did your parents get here? You don't have to be too specific if you're not comfortable.
Yeah, it was like a travel visa, and it just kind of expired after 1 year.
Mhm.
And I've been living here in New York City for 13 years with my brother and parents.
Did not know she was gonna hit me with that.
So yeah, I just wanted to talk about like how
Goofed
the
that so bad.
Japanese war crimes are kind of brushed off these days, and you know how the right wing government is trying to brush that off and like say all the glorious thing that Japanese imperialism that achieved. And yeah, so I like what do you think about these war criminals that the descendants of them are in the government these days, and making the key judgments about like education and like making the textbooks and trying to change the history? Or
I could be wrong, and maybe he undid this. Didn't the current Japanese emperor like come out for the first time to like apologize for something related to Japanese war crimes? Or did he undo this or change his mind?
yeah, so the emperor said really like
Did you just shoot
he
your squirt me by dropping on my head?
apologized for it, but the prime minister is really against that, and he was like, this is the problem, like a lot of the prime ministers, they just backtrack on these apologies and the comments that the government made in the past. Like in the 1990s, one of the prime ministers made a big apology about the war crimes that Japan committed. But Shinzo Abe is the current prime minister is trying to backtrack all of it, and feeding into
Wow,
more
this is a way
right-wing,
better
more
fight than
hawkish
before. I'm getting better.
stances. So it's really concerning how,
impressive.
like, it socially, I think Japanese people are not really paying attention to that, but a lot of people that do are kind of turning to more right-wing types. So that I think that's really concerning. But yeah, so a lot of the things that South Korean people are trying to do is calling out these like history revisionist people in the right-wing government of Japan. And yeah, that's the like as a part of that, I think a lot of the comfort women. I think you might be familiar with that. Like a lot of the people, the women that were
They're called
abused.
comfort women, but they were really just being raped by soldiers, right?
Yeah, basically. So yeah, they were like sex slaves.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of those people still they're alive, and they're like in the 90s or even hundreds of age. And like, what do you think? Like I guess tying back to like, I know a lot of people talked about political violence, but this is more like after the fact, right? Like 70 years after all of these violence happened, but you know, a lot of the people are trying to change the history, and it's really being, I don't know, it's really fucked up, I think. And at the same time, people are trying to say, oh, it's in the past, you gotta move on.
Okay.
But I think that trying to change the history and brushing off all these war crimes is really dangerous. Like trying to
I didn't mean to do that.
pay no significance to these really serious acts, like just killing and genociding people left and right. Yeah, I think that. What do you think about the compensations and like apologies, or that would be the minimum, right? And they shouldn't be doing these societal changes that like the young people don't even know about these history in Japan. So I think it's really fucked up.
Why can I not see?
I think there was a comment earlier. I think I heard from you that what are you gonna do? Like it's been 70 years. So yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, like, there's a couple different ways to go, but I mean, like, in general, I mean, I would probably have to agree that, like, knowing your history is important, if for no other reason, because you have to know, like, what you've done in the past to be able to not fuck up again in the future. Although it seems like it doesn't really matter. We still make the same mistakes over and over and over again. But yeah, I mean, history revisionism is a pretty bad thing because it gives people a pretty dumb fucking view of their country, and then it leads people to think really dumb fucking things of like how we'll operate in the future. So like in the United States, we do this a lot with like Native Americans, where we talk about how like like well the Indians and the Pilgrims worked together and lived in harmony and loved each other, and somehow all the Indians disappeared. We don't know how, but like, yeah, I mean, we used to do this a lot in the United States, and I mean, we still probably do to some extent for a lot of different historical events. So I mean, yeah, that kind of stuff is probably not good. I don't think I would ever say that's a positive thing.
Yeah, and also tying a little bit to like how the criminal justice system is in America. Like you said, it's a lot of that is like more for the punishment rather than recreational, or I mean, not recreational, rehabilitation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, what would be? I guess it's a broader question, but what do you think would be the punishment would be for these war criminals after 70 years? It's kind of a
I would have to think a lot hard about this, but in general, I'm not usually in favor of punishing. I'm not usually in favor of punishing war criminals unless these are people like really far at the top. I think that a lot of what was done for like World War II stuff, between Germany, between America even, and then between Japan,
wreck this entire place.
But the idea of like, I don't know, like it seems like we know so much about how like the human mind functions and about how easily you'll like fall prey to like the orders of higher people. Like I'm just not comfortable like holding frontline people necessarily responsible for certain types of like institutional war crimes. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like you get very much out of it.
I'm watching this on the replay.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. That's not to excuse what anybody's done. Like there's obviously like a lot of like really fucked up shit, but
Yeah, I think so. You would say it's morally justifiable to um, commit violence towards these people, like the top government officials that committed these crimes.
I mean, I would say no. If the crimes that were committed were done in the past and they're not doing them in the future, I mean, I would say I don't think you should. I don't think anything positive
Ooh.
comes from that.
Okay. What would you say? Like this is like a cultural side of it. It's like um, there's a shrine that houses these war criminals along with everybody else. Like there's historical figures and other important figures in Japanese history. Yeah, there are these war criminals that are housed.
Just turning off the notification sounds.
Their remains are housed there, and that shrine is regularly visited by the prime ministers in Japan, and they're kind of like paying respects to these people. And I think it's sort of also reprehensible that they're still doing this, but I guess it kind of tells us that they're sending message to the countries where that were victims of the war.
I mean, like, why do they go and pay? Is it just because of like their overall contributions to World War II and everything, or?
Yeah, it's like glorifying more of the Japanese imperialism, and a lot of the right-wing people are doing that, and I think it's really sending the wrong message to the world, and I think it's also they're trying to change the constitution that United States put in place 70 years ago, that Japanese government cannot have their own standing military. Like
I remember that.
They're trying to change that, and it's really alarming that they're trying to go more hawkish attitude. And I mean, it's I guess in the near future, I don't think that they're obviously going to attack other countries, but I think it's really not going in the right direction. So yeah, it's just you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, this is like kind of above my pay grade. Like, there's a lot of complicated shit here. In general, like, I don't know. Like, in general, I'm not really a big fan of like prosecuting like going after people that committed crimes like 40 or 50 years ago or more. Like, it just seems like
that was a
it's not
really
very
good run.
fruitful to do that. I'm more looking at like, well, how are people acting now? Are they like fucking shit up now? In terms of like people paying honor to like war heroes or war people that were also war criminals, it's a really complicated one. I don't think just because like I'm sure there were some really brave soldiers that were Nazis that like did like heroic and brave things, but also like fucking concentration camps and the Holocaust was fucking horrible. Same thing, like America did a lot of really cool stuff in World War II, but we also locked a whole bunch of fucking Japanese in internment camps and just left some of them there to die. Like, I mean, like, so like I don't know, like I don't know if it's so hard to say. Like, so the closest thing, the most comparable thing I can think of, like in the United States, is we have those monuments we have for Civil War people, like for people who fought under the Confederate government in the South. Are you familiar with any of this? Yeah. Like, there are people that think that that these needed to be torn down. And I kind of agreed with that because people were using that to like worship like an old state. It was basically like a rebellion state against the current in the U.S., which is probably bad. People were using it as like modern day like calling symbols for like violent acts or fucked up political thought. And I guess like if the same thing was really happening in Japan, I mean, I would probably feel similar. I just don't know enough about that if it is or isn't. But like if people in Japan were rallying around these old like war criminals, like, well, look how great Japan used to be. We can go back to that or something. I mean, then I would probably say like, yeah, that's probably not a good thing. So yeah, I don't know.
I think that at least the thing that I would like to do is, I mean, I would advocate for is just removing those war criminals from the shrine, and at least pay respects to the people who were affected, rather than just brushing off it, saying imperialism was so good for Japan. I think at least that from Japan is a good direction. But yeah. Also, I guess I gotta keep it short for other people. But what do you think about these games that you're playing, are you? I feel like maybe you're not feeling more, getting more fun out of it. Like maybe exception to League, but like, are you planning on playing more Sekiro, or I think that there's
That was a
more,
rotate in the conversation.
like less enthusiasm I see from you.
Yeah, I might. Sekiro is very frustrating right now. Just because I played. Did you watch me play Nier Automata?
Hey, he's talking about the game I
Yes.
played.
Yeah, it took me a
I'm
long time
playing
to
right
beat
now.
that game on very hard, and I played that game so much, and it's just very frustrating to play Sekiro. All of the controls that I summon are like from Nier, so I just need to play it more to like learn everything. I'll probably play it. I've just been like fucking so busy. Like I literally got back from Germany like 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and my schedule has been non-stop fucking hammered with shit to do. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it again.
Mute the stream for a second. Well, let's see if this guy
Yeah,
has something
and
else to
last
say.
comment.
This is really interesting.
Try to learn to
let's
play
do-
jungle.
so
It's
three
really
and go.
easy.
Okay, okay, dude.
So,
Alright, okay.
yeah, if you play Hecarim, it's good. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I love
Alright,
everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.
That was a really good call.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm in here. Alright, cool. What happened to one question, Andy?
I don't know. What's your one question, Andy?
Alright, I want to shit on League. Alright, you consistently say you dislike League, right? I feel like I've heard you say this on.
I'm gonna mute this one because I don't really care about League. Memory, Lady Butterfly, the battle memory of an extraordinary foe, lingering in the mind of the wolf. Commune with the spirit's idol, about memories of battle to permanently increase attack power. Ooh. Pale crystal residue known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish. Increases resurrection power, allowing one additional resurrection. Is that a consumable? Oh, there's. Oh, goodness. What in the world?
You fought bravely on my behalf. I cannot throw away such loyalty.
Oh, sweet kid.
Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
Okay, that was interesting. This thing I just got. It is a consumable. Okay, so if I ever get stuck, I want to like resurrect more than a certain number of times.
It appears as though your old memories have been awakened.
Yes, I saw the divine air.
I see. I won't say any more, and neither should you. All that you saw was yours alone.
Sculptor, what did that Buddha show you?
Were you listening?
Tell me.
Flames.
Flames.
That is all I can see. It doesn't matter what offering I make. Flames, spreading as far as the eye can see, and consuming Ashina.
That's...
We're done here.
Whoa. Unavailable. Okay, no more upgrades at the moment that I can do.
With a mechanical barrel.
Catch you later, dude. Probably should enhance my attack power, right? Pale memory of an extraordinary foe, although distant recollection of such a memory provided sustenance for the wolf. Phantom Lady Butterfly was appointed by the wolf's foster father as one of his mentors in shinobi techniques. These mentors employed strict methods. The cultivation of shinobi techniques can only be achieved in the midst of battle. So I just killed this Phantom Lady Butterfly in the past, I guess. Cool, cool. How many prayer breeds am I at? Oh, 0 out of 4. Ooh. I don't have any skills I can get. Need to save up to buy these other things. Yeah, I don't know if I want to restore Dragon Rot. Where am I at right now? Unseen 8 is at 10%. Let's see what's going on in the stream.
Like explain a certain point. I mean, if you do, like in certain situations, you do a really good job of explaining like certain political problems or whatever, but you don't always get the opportunity. Like I love Hassan, but sometimes when he's on, he like kind of takes over, and then you like kind of stay back and let him talk. And I think you have a better way of giving out the message or whatever. So I think it's difficult to do it on like other podcasts and like a podcast of your own. Even like maybe the DT podcast or something, like just inviting other streamers, making it pretty like lighthearted or somthing. But if you say it's like not your thing, then maybe not.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'll consider. I mean, I'll never do this now. I shouldn't say it, but I appreciate your thing. But like, one of my greatest strengths is that I think I operate from an area where I don't think come across like very preachy, especially when you compare me to how other people are viewed. And I don't think I would ever risk sacrificing that reputation, because like the greatest effective political tool that I have is that I can get people to listen to me that normally would never listen to people that spread the message I do. Like, there are a lot of people that listen to me that would instantaneously turn off a ContraPoints video as soon as they saw the makeup she was wearing. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And they instantly shut it off. And I don't think I would ever risk jeopardizing that to be slightly more politically effective in some message that I'd send.
But I mean, you.
Now I'm going to check my Twitter messages. This is just, I'm doing a good stream, guys. This is good. All right, well, maybe I should take a gander at the other dude. Who was the guy I was fighting before? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Mr. Spears. Maybe I can beat Mr. Spears. This overlay thing seems to be working pretty well. Well, I should see what kind of increase I have in my deck power. remember how much damage I was doing before. I don't think I was really paying attention. Have I run out of these spirit thingies again? I have. Check back in on the stream.
The next time, do you think it's a good idea when you have like another right versus left debate or whatever on Trainwreck's, that after the debate is over, just staying on Trainwreck's stream and like pointing out like one by one, deconstructing the argument and like showing like to the Trainwreck's audience their dog whistling and whatever, like assuming he has like another alt-right dude on, like Booger Fuentes or whatever.
I mean, that's like really biased. I don't know. I don't like that idea. Like,
Alright. I'm gonna do a run without any audio. If I start grinding again, I might turn back on Destiny's stream. I had some really good conversations earlier, but also just catch up on a different podcast. Probably should refresh my health. Oh goodness. No! This guy just... This guy just destroys me. I'm like watching the replay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing on my... And Butterfly ended up being way easier than this guy is. For me anyway. I mean, I'm sure mileage varies for other people. Fight me, bro. Come on, fight me. Oh, I should have definitely dodged that. What am I doing? Did I not just beat Butterfly Lady? This is how I got all my rot.
fuck out of you on that next is gonna be fucking over.
When's he ready to go out now? Oh. Well, I guess I'm not watching that. I guess that stream is over now. Or maybe you just went on break. I want to go up there. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock. I also kind of want to play some Rainbow Six with Brett. Hello. Oh, hi, Sky. I rigged up this thing to see if I couldn't figure out what was up with my timing. And then I just beat the... Butterfly Lady before I figured out what I was missing with the timing. Are you serious? So then I figured I'd come back and try this guy again. Oh my goodness. gotta be possible to beat that. It's gotta be possible to dodge that stab. Hello. Bye. Counter that stab? What are you talking about? If I strike him when he's gearing up to do me in like that, can I negate it? Dodge into it. This isn't Dark Souls. Or maybe it is. Maybe that works in this game? Ooh, I goofed that one. I should not have blocked that. Why did I do that? Okay, maybe. Maybe. These are skills I have. Oh, and then also I guess I have all these. Okay, these are the combat arts I have. I have Whirlwind Slash, Nightjar Slash, Shimonji. I have all these martial arts. Grappling Hook Attack. That looks really cool. And I have all these latent skills. You got the Makiri counter? Counters enemy thrust. It's nearly possible to be the moment an enemy thrust attack lands. Oh, this is the stomp on the... Oh. I completely forgot this was the thing I had. I used it like 2 times. But not against this guy. You mad? Dodged way too early on that. I don't know how much this overlay is helping me, because I'm not like watching the replay while I'm playing the game. Oh, that dog came very close. Oh, I was hitting B. It's hitting B. Maybe I don't understand this Sekiro counter thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! You all see that? Is the overlay helping you see when I screw up? Oh, goodness. Did not know you could do that. I'm going way too early on that pound. Hitting that B a little bit too soon. You know what's wild? PS3 controller had buttons, these buttons, that were not like on-off switches. Like they were pressure sensitive. Isn't that wild? Somebody down there coming to kill me? Like somebody saw. Ooh, that hurt. He's just like, sit down.
I'm saying like mainly sexually or whatever, but like you can't keep on staring at a woman. That's considered to be like a yikes.
I have not been listening to the stream I was watching, so I don't know what they're talking about. But I'm like way more focused on the game than I actually was before. This guy's just very tough. He does seem tough. I was getting farther with him the other day. I did beat Butterfly earlier. Oh, I hit it. I hit that. Totally hit that. What was I doing? What did I think was going to happen there? No! Did I not hit that? Did I not? Okay, I'm gonna watch this replay. He goes for the stab. I hit the button right when he stabs me. Maybe I have to hit him. Maybe I have to hit the button right before he stabs me? Maybe I have to not be quite so close? He's like, what? What's that noise? Thank you. Butterfly was really fun. Oh no! Into the abyss with you! That was a really fun replay to watch. So glad these don't cost a gazillion dollars. Okay, no worries. I appreciate you dropping by. I also appreciate that the cost of that does not seem to have gone up with how far I am in the game. Do the stabby. Oh my gosh. Not good time there. Oh. Did I unlock any new areas with... I feel like killing Butterfly did not do me any good. What time is this? 8:30? What's going on in the Destiny stream?
But
Fuck, sorry. Okay, go on.
Bless you. Yeah, so incest for us is considered only like the marriage between siblings and not cousins.
What?
So like for like the marriage between cousins, what we consider to be bad is like
I came in on an incest debate. Eh. I found another ninja. I don't think so. Well, I'll see. What am I at? There's somebody. I mean, this is Aracha Estate is that whole area. I feel like there's got to be more here that I'm just missing. Anything after this? What is this area? Dude here, Jamison. What is this? Oh, is this just the... Wait, is this... Is this just the beginning of the game? Oh, this is just the beginning of the game. Okay, I've already gone... I've gone through this area. This is the bridge. This is the bridge. From the bridge, you can go forward. I think I explored forward a little bit, but then maybe I didn't. Maybe there's somebody I can fight up here or something. Video output low. YouTube being enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Uh-oh. Go to the reservoir, go left, and find a branch. Why is it still saying that my output is low? Is this stream bad right now? Let's see, stream health. Where's my stream health? Stream health. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Huh. That's weird. It's telling me I'm sending enough. Yeah, I went back here. I did this earlier. No, not over here? Where the dogs are, go left. Oh, this is what you're talking about? I went over here. Hello? What is this? I did not see this before, for sure. I went over there and got to that, but I did not Oh, well, maybe I was here. Yeah, I have been here before.
So beautiful, and yet somehow sad. As if for. Let me hear it one more time.
Hey, you.
What? Oh, my name is Jinzaimon Kumano. My duty is to patrol the moat.
Totally.
I've not seen you around before. Which clan are you?
I cannot say.
You cannot say, you say? So you are a shinobi, then?
I cannot say.
Your manners could use some work. No matter. If you are a shinobi, I won't press any further.
Cool. Good talking to you. Drop into this hole. Oh, is this content? Is this new area? Is this area I have not been? Hello?
He said I'd find a cowardly wolf here. No sign of him, though. A broken and incompetent shinobi living in disgrace. I hope to see such a man for myself, but seems I'm out of luck. And if he truly cannot die, I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
Is this the opening of the game?
Oh, you. Are you the wolf he spoke of? You don't look all that cowardly. That matters not. They say you're immortal. Let's see if that's true.
This guy's mad. I am immortal, haha. Joke's on you. Are you standing on me? Wow. Very nice. Ooh, that's some kick. No! Oh, cool. I have another hard guy from the same thing to fight. Oh, great. How many raw essences have I collected now? One, two, three, four. I'm up to 5 rot. Sweet. Okay, so I have two big bads I can fight from here. Neat, neat, neat. I think I'm going to bail to either play a quick round of might try and play some Rainbow Six Siege. Have you talked to Hours Lady about it, the rots? Hours Lady? I talked to this lady. Fuck. Well, thanks for hanging out. Catch you later.